just didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in his first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Haskins will throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now Rodgers. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Here's Haskins. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Haskins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dean Lowry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
McLeod to return it. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Haskins to throw it. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He finds his target, Ebron. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Haskins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Third down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ray McCloud to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Haskins will throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back now at Lambeau. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Dean Lowry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins looking deep here for Ebron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's a give to Jones running left. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going up top for Miller. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I
I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. From the 27, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go again to Jones. Gets around him. Still going. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And Crosby clicks it through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27.
He was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as He throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here we go. It's Haskins on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, it's Haskins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? And the Packers give him nowhere to go. They bring him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.